Although this is not a spring chicken. I don't know about you, but remember they always tell you you're supposed to drink, what is it, 8 cups of water a day?
8 glasses.
8 glasses of water a day. And you're going, how many ounces is that? It's 96 ounces, or, you're trying to figure that out.
It's like a
Isn't that
gallon
most
and a
of the
half, I
population?
think.
Yeah, and so there's a lot of people, even though people carry around water bottles all the time, and they're talking about water only for hydration, most people, I don't think, get enough water. Now, Old Kim and I, of course, have been discussing this, because Old Kim says, that men probably drink more water, and it's not as big of a problem as it is to women, because why?
Men perspire, women don't.
And so when the men are perspiring, they realize that they need some more fluids to do it, whereas women,
They're
not perspiring.
internally. Because a woman will cook internally where a man won't. The perspiration is their cooling system. With the woman, she wants to cool the inside, so everything is geared to cooling the inside. And basically, they don't have the like my grandmother said, they don't. A poor woman doesn't have the sunstick coming out of the rain when it comes to drinking enough liquid.
So one of the crazy things is I knew that I was not drinking enough water. In fact, I was out covering, I think, one of the gifting suites, and someone else they said, "Are you okay? You're coughing." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I guess I need something to drink," because we were so busy working, and we didn't want to get something to drink because we didn't want to have to go to the bathroom because you're busy working, right? Well, meanwhile, your throat's feeling like you need something to drink. So one of the things I decided to do was to make a focus of drinking more water, and I found this thing. It's called a Hydra Coach. And as you can see, it's complete with Milo stick right there.
Yeah. So.
And what it is it's a way for you to help realize how much water you're drinking. Because when you drink...
Well, actually, it's a means of showing you how much water you're not drinking.
Actually, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Because part of it is you do enter your weight. You do change it on a day-to-day basis. So it will show you how many ounces you've drunk, how long, over what period of a time, and how many ounces per hour.
Yeah. And I can guarantee you that she's behind, because when she's working, she stops drinking. Like 1 cup of hot chocolate, and that was it for 10, 11, 12, for 4 hours.
Yeah, and you're not thinking about it. So part of it is I know it sounds so crazy, and you know that you have to drink, but unless you're marking your bottles, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I mean, I don't know about you, but I didn't sit there and write it down how many I was drinking. So I know this sounds like an advertisement for Hydra Coach, but actually we're talking about hydration and why it's important for women. But this is helping me to keep track of how much I'm drinking, or is it not drinking of water? Because, and one of the things I'm realizing is, even though I drink water, I may not feel as parched, but it's not like I don't really feel thirsty, but I don't feel like I'm not thirsty.
Yeah.
Or I'm still haven't changed that much. So I still think.
It's just like I understand, though, that more women die from dehydration than men do.
Well, they do?
Yeah. Because, okay, we'll put an example. Or she's on camera, and everybody behind the camera is sitting there drinking tea and other stuff, and she's on, and the water bottle is sitting like 5 foot away from her. And not once does she go to that bottle, and all the times we weren't even filming, she didn't go to it. She had lunch, didn't drink. So now she is, mainly because we're doing this piece.
You're
Otherwise,
talking about hydration, which is always a good point.
Yeah.
And part of it is, even though I have this water in here, and it does it down to a certain level, I always have an extra bottle of water so I can fill this up and still keep track.
yeah. So, and it's sensible. I mean, like I said, it isn't. It basically it's meant to tell you how much water you're not actually drinking in a day.
Well, and part of it about water is you've always heard that it's good to make sure you have enough water and to make sure your cells are hydrated. But water actually is a system through your body where you help to get rid of
It flushes out the toxins.
from your body. It flushes out. It also will give you, I will say, a clearer complexion, which is funny for me to say that because, as you can see today, yes.
Well, that's a gifting sweet thing. Her face, she has to stay away from. We only have McDonald's French fries every so often, and we only have hamburgers every so often. Anything that is greasy, she has to stay away from. But when she's working a lot.
Oh, that's true. When I'm working a lot, I'm actually at a different location. So if you need some food, and that's the food that there is, I still eat it anyway because I do appreciate food.
Because as we've talked, if people have been watching us over the years, they notice she's got a problem with burning out. So she has to continue. She may not be drinking, but she's continually eating. Always. And well, okay, when we're working, when you're on camera, she's only eating stuff that we know is good for her. But when she's working and not on camera, she'll go munch on what's ever available. And what's ever available, okay, if you go to a gifting suite or go to a trade show, the food is not necessarily healthy for you.
Well, part of it is it's like, unless you're bringing your own food and you're bringing your own snacks,
Yep.
you're eating whatever they have. And if you're on a special diet, I'm not really on a special diet.
No.
But I do pay attention to what I eat.
That's right. But you can't pay attention if there's nothing else to eat. You do it. I mean, like, for instance, one of the reasons I know that people drinking water is really good for you because it does help to control your weight.
Aha. And why does it help to control your weight?
Because it fills up the stomach. And the stomach, basically, if the stomach is full, the stomach doesn't want something put in it. That's why they partly recommend 8 large glasses of water a day, because if you're actually doing what they recommend, you don't have the time to go sit there and just stick food in your face, because the water says no. It's like they recommend you to eat unbuttered popcorn with no salt on it, because when you do that and you drink the water, you really fill the system up. It's all got to do with, body is like 97%.
97% water.
90% water.
So,
People.
So you need it, and hydration is important for men, women, and children.
And little doggies.
Yeah,
I mean,
and cats too. I
yeah,
guess
because
you could
actually,
do
we'll
them.
put it this way: and we're not going to do this because we're not going to make it like that. But women are an awful lot like dogs. Dogs do not perspire like other animals do. The only reason
that's true when they're going.
that's because they're trying to control the temperature because they don't have enough water. That's a sign that a dog needs something to drink. A woman doesn't have that luxury.
Besides, if I walked around and went,
Then they think you had hydrophobia. No, but see, even Monty has a bit more of a luxury than a woman does. Because she'll tell you she's thirsty. A woman won't actually. She can't really tell because she's not until it happens. And drinking cold water, if you get dehydration, is not a smart thing to do. You want some warm water.
Warm water or room temperature water?
At least at room temperature. You don't want cold water because cold water can set the whole
shock the system.
So there's a lot of things that women. Okay, it is why I always understood the fact, because also all my relatives but 3 are females except for the husbands, and women have different needs than males do. Women should have different doctors that sit there and tell them they've got this. What is good for him? Your heart. Okay, your heart attack is treated different. With a male knows he's having a heart attack because his left side will get sore and paralyzed. With a woman, it's swollen ankles. But those are the differences. Women do not perspire, men do. Women burn up interiorly, men just expel everything. So.
But it's still very important for you to have water. Hydrate. And no, hot chocolate really doesn't count as water.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Nor does milk, nor does soda.
Iced tea does. I mean, cold, not iced tea, but cold tea counts.
And beer does not count as water.
No, beer does not count as water. Although men drink beer because beer is, Mel said, you rent beer. You don't buy it because in fact it basically does not stay in a system. But the problem is that women, once again, other than a male, alcohol has a different effect upon a woman than it does on a male. And there's the whole trick, which people also don't seem to understand those things. It's women basically cannot. Okay, women is superior in many ways, except when it comes to their body. They can't carry as much, they can't lift as much, and they can't drink as much as a male can. Because a male simply structurally is built for work. A woman is structurally built to carry children.
Oh.
And that's how that works. But like I said, I thought it was a neat bottle. Because how much have you done so far today?
I'm not going to tell you. I don't think it's working properly.
It's not working again.
I don't think it's working properly. I'm not sucking on it properly.
Oh, it says you got to suck on it because on this thing.
I tried.
Oh, don't. If you do it like that, then it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. You have to literally suck on it.
You have to suck it like you were a little baby, or you've got one, like you've got a root beer float and you're trying to get the last stuff off the bottom of the root beer float. That's how that's done. But it's just, I don't know if it works right. I've seen it working right, and it tells her like she's way behind on drinking.
I'm not going to tell you how much, but it will tell you how many ounces you're supposed to drink a day for your body weight, and then you set it for the clock, and then it'll tell you how many ounces per hour.
But it does mean, this is the thing, you have to do exactly as the instruction.
You know what? I think what I did is I stopped it somehow.
Oh, when you were playing with it.
When I was playing with it, because it says 53 minutes, but I started this a while ago. So
Yeah.
like when I said, I must have accidentally stopped it.
Yeah, so must have, so.
So, there's no accounting for user error.
That's right. Which is normal for not a Bikini Czar does many of those things, so.